My name is Father Joseph Aytona. I have been with the Fathers of Mercy for about 17 years. I was in college at a university studying business and computers before I entered religious life. I was actually working at NASA, and that's when I started to first discern the priesthood when I was in college. Probably my second to third year of college, I had a conversion experience in front of the Blessed Sacrament in Eucharistic adoration. And when I was in front of the Blessed Sacrament, there was a sense of wanting to do God's will. That I found out would be what would make me the happiest person that I can be. So I started to ask Jesus, especially in the Blessed Sacrament, what his will was. So eventually I discerned the priesthood, and in that process I discovered religious life and the Fathers of Mercy, and from the apostolic zeal, from the conviction of the missionary preachers, I started to really pray about whether or not this is what God wanted me to do for the rest of my life. And eventually, after I joined the diocesan seminary first, I took a retreat here at the Fathers of Mercy and eventually joined this religious community. What I love most about the Fathers of Mercy, or being a Father of Mercy, conversions. Preaching and hearing confessions, especially if they have been away from the sacraments for a very long time. There's a sense of joy, a sense of peace, knowing that God used me as one of the primary instruments to help them get to heaven. So to tell you the truth, it never gets old. When I go from place to place, from church to church, even though they don't know who I am, and I preach the weekend Mass homilies and then invite them to the missions, after I hear their confessions, if they do go to confession, even if one person goes to that confession during the mission, it was worthwhile. Some may even have been away from the sacraments for a very long time, and maybe they don't even have a long life to live after that mission. I remember one mission, I was told that someone passed away, I think after a month of attending that mission, and that person was away from the sacraments for years. So you never know what you'll encounter when you're on the missions, and just to know that, again, you're an instrument to help someone in their eternal salvation. If you're thinking about the priesthood, if you're thinking about religious life, my advice to you is to pray, to be open to God's will, to talk to someone, hopefully a good priest that you could really confide to in terms of what's feeling in your heart, what you think that God is calling you to in terms of an apostolate, a charism, a specific community. So all of these things, they're part of discerning, and really just to be open to God's will, especially in prayer. So that's what I have, and please be assured of our prayers, especially as you discern your vocation.